to every single one of you, trying to connect with me here, leaving messages. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr.
Who do we have
President.
here? Ruth, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I am fine, thank you. Where are you calling me from?
Oh, I'm from Kenya.
Look, I have a lot of people from
Yeah,
Kenya.
a lot of people from Kenya.
Kenyan people really love me.
Of course, we do.
I wonder why.
Because it's okay, it's not rare for a president to come on live, like on TikTok. So I mean, I don't know what to say, but it's so good to see our president on live talking to
Thank you.
his people.
Thank you so much.
So I think we appreciate that.
Thank you. So the subject for today, and I've been trying to get people to focus on the subject. I don't know whether you are aware that Britain has its first British Asian Prime Minister.
And can you imagine he's like originated from Kenya, the
Exactly.
prime minister?
Exactly. And you see, this is what is really interesting, my sister, is that a
Yeah,
lot of Western media are not saying anything about his African roots. They're
I
only
know.
concentrating on the fact that he's Indian.
Yeah, it's like Obama.
Look, I
He's
have this
also
logic.
from Kenya.
Look, this is going to sound really ridiculous to you. I have this logic that Obama is back in the United Kingdom. Because when you look at Obama and you look at Sunak, the similarity is unbelievable. That is what I think, that Obama is actually Sunak. Sunak is Obama. Let me explain.
Yeah.
Obama, is married and he has 2 daughters. Sunak has 2 daughters.
Wow.
Obama's father is from Kenya.
Yes.
Sunak's father, are you listening to me? Sunak's
I'm
father
listening.
was also in Kenya. He fled to go to Kenya. I find it just really, some people will say it's coincidence, that the similarities are just too much. Too much.
Kenya to the world.
It's Kenya to the world. There's something you Kenyans are doing where you are infecting other countries to appoint people who originate from Kenya. It is unbelievable. And that is what, I don't know, some people will think this is really silly, but I have this view that you will never see Obama and Sunak in the same room.
No. So I think we are just lucky to present our country in other countries or big countries around the world.
It is really frightening how the similarities, and also the last point I was going to make, I'm sure you will agree with me on this, is that Obama was brought in because America was facing economic crisis. Sunak has been brought in because Britain is facing economic crisis. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really unbelievable. And then there's the Kenya connection as well.
So what do you think about Kenya, or what do you know about Kenya, Mr. President?
So this is what I know about Kenya. I want to start by congratulating you all because I believe you had a smooth transition
election
of power.
Yeah,
you had good elections, even though you had to go to the court. Ruto and Odinga had to fight in court.
Yeah.
That is all I know. I know that you had a successful election. And you know what is really interesting? In Kenya, you had an election. In Britain, they haven't had an election. They have changed their prime minister without asking the people to vote. So how can the British say they practice democracy when they don't even give their people the opportunity to vote for their prime minister? Yes.
No.
So there have been so many prime ministers over the last couple of weeks or months, and they haven't gone to the people. And the British will come and tell us, oh, they tell African leaders, oh, you should practice democracy. You should practice democracy. But they don't let their people vote. Do you see where I'm coming from with this? They don't let their people vote. They had Boris Johnson Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
he won the
remember him.
election, and then they removed him. Then they had Trush. She was useless. Now then they had Sunak. And both of them were not elected by the people. They were not elected by the people. So how can the British tell us to practice democracy when they don't practice democracy?
Yeah,
So
I think they have their way to select or to elect their like prime minister and other
yes,
leaders. Yeah.
we have been, every time I meet African leaders, we laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. We laugh about the democracy, the situation in the West, because Britain has not given their people an opportunity to vote. Nobody has voted for Sunak. Nobody voted for Trush, the
Yeah,
electorate. So that is
exactly.
what I believe. So Kenya, you have shown good example. We African leaders are just laughing. We just laugh. They say they practice democracy. You know what I think, Ruth? I
Yeah.
genuinely think when they have a general election in Britain, I am going to ask African observers to come and monitor the elections because they don't know
Do you
what
think that
democracy
will
is.
be possible? Do you think that
No,
is possible?
I am going to suggest it that we bring African observers to
Mm-hmm.
come and monitor elections in Britain. Why are
Okay.
you laughing? Why are you laughing? Because they will do it the way
Because I
around.
don't think it's possible.
No, we are going to do it. We will monitor the general elections whenever they have the general elections in Britain. I will make sure African observers come, and because there is every likelihood that there will be an issue with the general election in Britain because of the way
Okay.
they've elected their prime minister. So, look, you guys are doing extremely well in Kenya. You are doing
Yeah,
really well.
thank you so much. Yeah, the elections was so smooth, apart from going to the court, back and forth, but I think we did well.